Okay, today we will be graphing linear equations. So we're going to be following the steps here. It says you need to make sure that you first always put it in slope-intercept form. You need to plot your y-intercept first. You then use your slope to create more points. Remember, slope is like a road map. Rise over run. So that means you are either going up or down, depending on if it is a positive or a negative slope. And then you will always go right because we read a line from left to right. So if we start at one point, we want to show that it's going to keep going towards the right. Okay? Once you have all your dots, you just connect the line. I do want you to fill the graph in all the way. So please listen as I'm going through each one of these. So let's go ahead and take a look at number one. So first ask yourself, is it written in slope-intercept form? This one is. Our first step, so we're done with the first step, it's written in slope-intercept. The next step says to plot the y-intercept. So my y-intercept is positive 3. So I'm not going to number all my graphs right now just because that's going to take me forever. So we're going to assume each square is 1. So if I plotted a positive 3, 1, 2, 3. My slope has no number in front of it, but my slope would be negative 1 over 1. So what this slope tells me is the negative sign, negative 1, tells me to go down 1 unit, and then the positive 1 underneath tells me to go 1 unit to the right. So put your pen or pencil on the y-intercept point. We're going down 1, right 1, put a dot. Down 1, right 1, put a dot. Down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. Down 1, right 1. You will graph until you run out of space. So technically your graph will run to the right. If I want the points up here, I just do the opposite of what we just said. Instead of going down 1, right 1, I go up 1, left 1. Up 1, left 1. Ran out of graph, so now I can create my line. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's look at number 3. It is written in slope-intercept form, so now I just need to plot my y. So my y is 2, positive 2, so I go up 2. My slope is 2/5. So this tells me up 2, right 5. Oh, timeout. Sorry, the iPad went off. Okay, sorry, one more time. So I was here, I went up 2, to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ran out of graph, so now I want to do the opposite. So go back to your point. Instead of up 2, we're going to go down 2, left 5. Ran out of graph, I am now done. So create your line. Done. Let's skip to 5. I'm doing the odds right now. So it is written in slope-intercept form. Our intercept now starts at negative 1. So that means I'm going to go on the y-intercept to negative 1. My slope is 2/3, so this tells me up 2, right 3. So pen on your intercept. Up 1, 2, right 1, 2, 3. Put a point. Up 1, 2, over 1, 2. Technically it would be here off the graph, but since we don't really have a point, we're done. So go back to the original point and do the opposite. Instead of up, go down 2, left 3. Down 2, left 3. So again, we're off the graph. So just go ahead and draw your line. We are done. Let's go to 7. 7 is negative 4 as my y-intercept. So 1, 2, 3, 4. My slope, no numbers, so that means my slope is 1. So this tells me 1 up, 1 right. Up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. Keep going. Ran out of graph. Go back to the other side. Do the opposite. Down 1, left 1. Ran out of graph. I am done. Let's go to number 9. Ooh, this is written in direct variation. So that means it's proportional, which means there's really a plus 0. So that means I start at 0, 0. Start at 0, 0. My slope is 4. So this means up 4 over 1. Because remember, it needs to be a fraction. So technically it's 4 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. No more graph. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, left 1. That is a steep slope. All right, let's jump to 11. It is not written in slope-intercept form, so we have to write it. Subtract 3x from both sides. Negative 2y equals negative 3x minus 6. I would then divide everything by a negative 2. I'm left with y equals negative and a negative makes this a positive 3/2 x. Negative 6 divided by negative 2 makes this a positive 3. So now I can graph this. I have a y-intercept of positive 3. 1, 2, 3. And my slope is 3 over 2. Positive 3 over 2. So this tells me to go up 3, right 2. So I can't actually do that on here because I run out of room. So I'm going to have to go the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Done. Let's flip to the back. 13. Still not written correctly. Here we go. Subtract 5x from both sides. I'm left with negative y equals negative 5x minus 5. This technically has a 1, so we will divide by negative 1. So I'm left with y equals positive 5x plus 5. My y-intercept is positive 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my slope is positive 5, so that tells me up 5, right 5. But I can't do that because I'm out of graph. So I'll have to go the opposite direction. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. That should have been right 1 because this would have been 5 over 1. So down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. That is a terrible straight line, Miss Campbell. Terrible. Okay, 15. Gotta rewrite it. Subtract 2x. Drop down negative 4y equals negative 2x plus 8. I can now divide by negative 4. I'm left with y equals a positive 1/2 x minus 2. My intercept is negative 2. My slope tells me up 1, right 2. Up 1, right 2. Up 1, right 2. ran out. Go back the other way. Down 1, left 2. Down 1, left 2. Oh yeah, look at that line. A little bit better. All right, here we go. Number 17. Subtract 6x from both sides. Negative 5y equals negative 6x plus 15. I can then divide by a negative 5 all the way through. I'm left with y equals a positive 6/5 x minus 3. Let's plot our negative 3. Up 6, right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ran out of room, but I got none this way, so we're done. Let's go to the next one. Subtract 10x. Negative 8y equals negative 10x plus 24. We would then divide by a negative 8. Left with y equals a positive, remember improper, so I'm just going to simplify and make it a smaller improper. So this would be negative 5 over 4x. Negative and negative makes it a positive, and then this would be minus 3. So my y-intercept again is negative 3. We would go up 5, right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of room. Can't go the other way. Done. Last one. Subtract 3x from both sides. We're left with y equals negative 3x plus 0. So that means your y-intercept is 0. So this one is proportional. Slope tells me to go down 3. I'm going down this time because it is a... Mr. Breck, get out of here. Okay, sorry, one more time. Negative 3 as a slope tells me I go down. Negative means I go down this time. So down 3, right 1. Because this is technically negative 3 over 1. So put your pen on the middle. Down 1, 2, 3, right 1. Can't go any further, so go back the other way. 1, 2, 3, left 1. And again, I'm done. Out of room. Draw your line. Done. So tonight for homework, you are completing the evens. We will be grading them together in class tomorrow, which I will be back tomorrow to grade these with you, and we can do any questions that you have left over from the entire week. Okay, so have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.